When ambition, money, or pride enters the octagon, loyalty can quickly crumble. These are some of the UFC's friends-turned-enemies stories that reveal the darker side of a sport built on discipline and honor. When John Jones joined Jackson Wink MMA, Rashad Evans welcomed him like a younger brother. They trained side by side, sharing techniques and building each other up. Evans believed their relationship was sacred, a bond unbreakable by competition. But the UFC had other plans. When Jones defeated Mauricio Shogun Rua to become the youngest champion in UFC history, the organization hinted at a potential matchup between Jones and Evans. Initially, both fighters dismissed the idea, citing their friendship. However, tensions arose when Jones expressed willingness to fight Evans if the UFC demanded it. Evans felt blindsided, interpreting Jones's statement as a betrayal of their pact. Their eventual clash at UFC 145 was a battle for respect and redemption. Jones defeated Evans decisively, but the emotional scars lingered. For Evans, the betrayal was not just about losing a fight, but losing a brotherhood he once cherished. Team Alpha Male, led by UFC veteran Uriah Faber, was known for its camaraderie. TJ Dillashaw, a promising young fighter, seemed like a perfect fit for the team. Under Faber's mentorship and Dwayne Ludwig's coaching, Dillashaw flourished, eventually capturing the bantamweight title. However, cracks began to form when Ludwig left Team Alpha Male to start his own gym. Dillashaw's decision to follow Ludwig sparked accusations of betrayal, with Faber leading the charge. The animosity boiled over when Dillashaw faced Cody Garbrandt, another Team Alpha Male product in back-to-back title fights. The fallout was about loyalty, respect, and the perception that Dillashaw had abandoned the team that had built him. TJ Dillashaw's victories over Cody Garbrandt not only cemented his legacy, but also strained his relationships with former teammates at Team Alpha Male. It was seen by many as a betrayal of the camaraderie that had supported his ascent in the sport. Colby Covington and Jorge Masvidal were once inseparable. Training together at American Top Team, their bond was forged in their hard sparring sessions and shared dreams, and living in the same house for years. They celebrated each other's victories and were supportive during defeats. But as Covington's star began to rise, so did his ego. Covington's transformation into a brash, trash-talking persona alienated many, including Masvidal. The tipping point came when Covington allegedly failed to pay a coach at ATT, a move Masvidal considered disrespectful. Their friendship officially ended when Covington and Masvidal faced off in the octagon at UFC 272. What should have been a celebration of their shared journey became a bitter grudge match. With Covington emerging victorious, their feud spilled outside the cage, with accusations and even physical altercations. Alexander Volkov and Sergey Pavlovich were friends and training partners, united by their shared journey as two of Russia's top heavyweights. Their mutual respect was evident in the way they sparred and supported each other, with an unspoken understanding that they would avoid fighting unless absolutely necessary. However, the UFC had other plans. Both fighters were told that the other party had already agreed to a bout, pressuring them into accepting the matchup. This manipulation led to tension, which surfaced during the weigh-ins when Volkov confronted Pavlovich, accusing him of betrayal. Pavlovich, feeling equally deceived, defended himself, but the damage to their relationship was done. In the fight, Volkov secured a hard-fought victory, but the real loss was the friendship they had once cherished. Long before their infamous rivalry, Conor McGregor and Khabib Nurmagomedov shared a mutual respect. The two fighters exchanged compliments in interviews, with McGregor even offering support for Khabib's career. They represented contrasting styles and personalities, but there was no animosity between them. The turning point came at UFC 205 when McGregor fought Eddie Alvarez for the lightweight title, a shot that many believed rightfully belonged to Khabib. At that time, Khabib had been climbing the ranks, dominating opponents and positioning himself as the top contender. However, the UFC's decision to favor McGregor left Khabib feeling overlooked and disrespected. This perceived slight created a rift between the two fighters, turning mutual admiration into anger and tension. Matters escalated when McGregor's teammate Artem Lobov had a verbal altercation with Khabib, which led to Khabib slapping him, which eventually led to McGregor retaliating with the infamous bus attack at UFC 223. The incident set the stage for their grudge match at UFC 229, which Khabib won in a dominant fashion. The aftermath of the fight saw a brawl break out between both camps. What began as a battle for the lightweight belt became one of the most heated rivalries in MMA history. Strickland and Curtis, who have been training together for years, made significant strides in the UFC as a duo. Their friendship was so strong that they even launched a podcast called The Man Dance. On the show, they covered a wide range of topics, showing their diverse interests despite their starkly different political views. According to Strickland, the fallout stemmed from a disagreement during a sparring session, which eventually led to an argument. Strickland's social media posts since have included jabs at his former friend, while Curtis also addressed the situation online. Curtis said, "When you've known somebody for that long, you're going to have some friction. Especially when you know somebody that long, you know how to get under each other's skin. We've both crossed those boundaries a lot more than most people. So it's going to happen. It's just a part of the game." Currently, word's going around that the feud between the two has been settled. Hopefully, for long.